What's up everyone? We are back with another video, and today we've got a fun one for you. We are reviewing the Qlife electric tricycle. This is a 3-wheel electric trike. It's got 1 wheel on the front, 2 wheels on the back. It's a very useful, interesting bike that has a lot of use cases, and this could be the right bike for you depending on your needs. It's got the single front tire. It uses 20-inch tires. 2 tires on the rear here, front disc brake over here. These are mechanical disc brakes. Rear disc brake right here, kind of underneath everything. Over here in the middle here, it's got a 750 watt peak power motor. The battery is a removable battery that slides in through the middle here. 36 volt, 13 amp hour battery. Advertised range of 50 miles. That's probably on the lowest setting in real world usage. Figure you'll probably get half of that. You lift this up, unlock it, and then battery comes right out. Putting it back in the same way. Turn it on. It's got a little ignition, so you gotta kind of turn it on twice. And then you just close it up, and you're good to go. 20-inch tires, headlight in the front here, rear taillight over here. Fenders for all the wheels, protected against splash. Top speed on this bike is about 15 miles per hour, and that's about right for electric trike. There's some unique characteristics with a trike because of the turning when you have 2 wheels in the back, 1 wheel in the front. And I'll go into it more when we're actually out there riding it to kind of explain kind of the weirdness of a trike with turning and how you have to kind of get used to it. One thing you can see that because it's a trike, it has some unique stuff that is very useful. So it has a front basket here, small front basket, so you can hold, some little things on the front here. And then the really nice thing is this rear basket. Because of the 2 wheels, it's got this nice platform here, puts this nice big basket on it. The basket also does come with a cover that you can close. I've opted not to put the cover on it because I think it's more useful to have it kind of open so I can fit more stuff in it. And you can see I've got my DoorDash bag in here right now. I've got a lock in there also, and it comes with this little bottom part so that your stuff doesn't fall out. As a food delivery bike, very useful to have this trike. Also useful for groceries and that kind of stuff. Taking a look at the handlebars, the 2 mechanical disc brakes front and rear. It's got a twist throttle on the right here. And then it has a display here. It gives you your speed, your odometer, and your pedal assist level. There's plus and minus buttons here, so it can go up to pedal assist 3. At 3, you'll go about 15 miles per hour, and then each mode lower than that, you'll go a little slower. It's got the battery power over here on the right side. And then over here on this part, it's got the light to turn on the front and rear headlight. And then also, important thing, it has the internal horn, which I love having that on it. It's something that I think all bikes should have. Saves space, and it's pretty loud too. Here's the front light, by the way, with the light on. And then rear tail light with the light on. Oh, this is a folding bike. So you can fold the middle here and fold the handlebars as well to give you a little bit more space if you need to bring it with you in a car or to store it somewhere. Also, it's got the folding pedals as well that fold in and up like this to save a little more space. 2 chains. It's got this chain here, which is like the main one. And then it's got a smaller chain that's connected to this wheel. So both wheels have their own chain, and I'm not exactly sure how that works on a trike, so I'll have to do a little research on that. And then the setup on this bike was really easy. It came in just a little box. Everything was assembled. I just had to put the front tire on, super easy, and then just kind of do some adjustments to the disc brakes because it was rubbing a little bit, but not too difficult, especially mechanical disc brakes wasn't hard to do. So that's an overview of the Qlife electric trike, and what we're going to do is we're going to take it out, try to do some food deliveries with it, and show how this trike works in action. All right, we are off on the Qlife electric trike. We got an Uber Eats order and then a double DoorDash order. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to grab this Uber Eats order real quick, get it delivered, and then grab this DoorDash order. Should be able to do it because pickup time, we got some time. So yeah, this bike, let's see. Right now, I'm riding this bike in the middle of campus here, and I definitely feel a little silly on it, there's no doubt, because it's a funny looking bike. I feel like I'm Jigsaw from the Saw movies on this thing. But you know, it's pretty fast actually. I'm going 16 miles an hour right now. Turning's a little bit difficult on this because it's a trike, but on a straightaway like this, I'm totally good. Yeah, so let's see, top speed here. So I'm going about 16 miles an hour, so not so bad actually for speed. So first stop is Cajun House right up here. We're gonna grab this order quick. It should be done by now. I'm gonna go on the sidewalk though because it's not that fast on a bike. I don't really want to go in the big street. So yeah, from a ride quality perspective, it's actually pretty fun. It's definitely a practical bike. There is definitely a purpose to this bike. And here we're gonna make a sharp turn here. You can see it takes a little bit of practice. You gotta kind of go, slow down to it. And you can see right here, you just stop. You don't even have to put a kickstand or anything because it's three wheel, obviously. Picking up for Dongyan. All right, thank you. And you can see right here, very convenient to have this basket on the back here for a delivery bike. Very useful. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this order off. Whoa. So when you pedal this bike really fast, you do kind of feel like a clown. So there's no gears in this bike, so it's kind of gonna be free spinning a lot when you're pedaling. Throttle right here is probably more what you're gonna use most of the time actually, I think, on this bike. You can pedal it, but there's not a lot of resistance when you're pedaling it. All right, we're here. Hi, there you go. Yes, have a good one. All right, got that one delivered. Luckily they were fast. And now we're on the hustle. We gotta get these double DoorDash orders. Ride quality on this bike is good. Having three wheels makes it feel pretty stable. The only thing is the seat is like kind of like a squishy seat. It has a little suspension to it. I think this seat makes it feel a little bit less sturdy actually. I'm gonna probably replace the seat with like with a different type of a seat. Yeah, having the three wheels and the motor really makes this bike funny. And here I am, you see I got the real bikes here and I've got the fake bike right here. But I'm going pretty fast on it, 15 miles an hour. The assembly on this bike, by the way, was actually really easy. I was expecting it to be really difficult because of a trike, and I don't really know how a trike works. But it came in, because it's a folding bike, it came in a pretty small box actually, and it wasn't too difficult to set it up because all you have to do is get the front wheel lined up and then, you know, put the handlebars and things together. And let's see, oh, there's one of these robots right here. It's gonna take my job away. But yeah, so in terms of ride quality, it's a pretty smooth ride. Top speed on this bike appears to be about 16 miles per hour. The throttle seems good. I did a hill test, which I'll show you right here earlier. Okay, we're just gonna step away from the deliveries for a second, and I just wanna do a hill test to just kind of show the ability of this bike to get up a big hill. So this is a pretty steep hill here, and as a pedaling bike, it's fine, but you'd probably rather throttle it. Let's see, it goes up the hill about, I'm on pedal assist 3 here, and it seems to get about 9 to 10 miles an hour going uphill. If you're a little heavier, it might have some struggles going up a big hill. So hopefully you don't live in a place with too many giant hills. For the most part, it was able to get up this hill. It made it. Back to the food deliveries. As you can see, it did fine. I think if you're really heavy, it might have a little bit more difficulty. I'm pretty light, so it's not a problem for me. This bike is definitely low to the ground, which actually is kind of good if you're worrying about stability, because you can really put your feet down pretty quickly. The only thing is, because it's a trike, you do have to be a little bit careful about like turning and like wobbling, because it's very easy, especially if you're going fast, to get one wheel lifted up too high, and so that can have some issues. It takes a little practice. I got a little used to it with a little bit of practice on it, so I'm pretty good with this now. Okay, the Bon Appetit and JJ's Poke are right up there, so that's like two orders right there. But yeah, as a delivery bike, this bike really makes a lot of sense because it's just got so much cargo capacity. The thing is, obviously, speed is an issue for delivery because it's only going max speed about 15, 16 miles per hour, which is fine, probably for just like riding around the city, but obviously if you want to get more speed, you'd want a more powerful bike than this. Okay, let's see, here we go. Bon Appetit on the left here. Yeah, the throttle though is good. It's pretty smooth throttle. And being able to just stop like this is actually very beneficial because you don't have to hit kickstand, you don't have to do anything. You just pop off and go. Hello, picking for Geetha. Perfect. All right, thank you. This is a big order. So this actually is perfect. So you can see this is a pretty big order actually. And it fits perfectly in the back here. Now, my bag's not really that big, so I'm gonna let it loose for now. Luckily, we're only going a few blocks, so we'll be fine. JJ's Pokey right here. Hi, for Anna. Oh yeah, it's been a while. Thank you. I'm using the Tricycle.
Oh, okay.
Okay, first order, going to the apartment right down the street here. Cargo space in front and back. That's perfect for food delivery. Oh, you gotta make that turn, sharp turn. Yeah, so no gears on this bike. And yeah, pedaling is like, it's fine. It doesn't feel the best to pedal. So I wouldn't go in to get in this bike thinking about being a heavy pedaler. And then in terms of range, I haven't done a range test on it yet. It says up to 50 miles of range. I'm assuming that's if you're really riding slow or without the throttle. I think in real world setting, you probably won't get that much, but I guess we'll see. I'll try to do some deliveries. This bike doesn't feel like it would have a lot of range on it, but who knows? And you know, 16 miles an hour, 15, 16 miles per hour is actually pretty fast for a Tricycle. If you're just pedaling this manually, you could get like 10 miles an hour at most. Going 15 is actually real fast. Like you can't turn at 15 miles an hour, not without tipping. Okay, here we go. First stop. Oh, you know, one thing is you can't really just stop on a hill because it'll kind of roll off. Okay, well, I guess we just leave it here for them. Got that first DoorDash order delivered. Second order is going back towards campus. And we also got a Grubhub order from Qlife, which is right here, also going back the same way, so that's perfect. Got 2 deliveries done. I'd like to get 5 deliveries done today, so we'll see how we do. Sorry. Do you like this one? That person that was passing said, I need that. I'm telling you, this bike, it does get some attention because people look at it because it's not like a normal looking bike. Okay, here we go. Oh my, we're gonna pick this one up.
What's the name of it?
Ritu. That one there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we just picked up that order. That's a Grubhub order from Qlife. And then, oh, here we go. This is a good example. You gotta make these turns kind of slowly and wide. But anyway, yeah, look at the handlebars here. You got 2 mechanical disc brakes, front and back. You've got a throttle, twist throttle. And it's probably gonna be the primary way most people get around. And then you've also got display here on the left. The display shows your battery power, your odometer, your speed, and your level of pedal assist. And then it's got the buttons over here, have the light, and then also a little horn. So internal horn. And I love having the internal horn. I think that is something that every bike should have. Qlife, I've got 2 Qlife bikes, and they put this horn on them. Whoa, guys, slow down. So here we go. You can see the nimbleness of this bike as we weave through some people here. All right.
Calls may be monitored and recorded by DoorDash and service providers for quality.
Hey, this is Kevin with DoorDash.
Yep, hi. I'm just walking out
Perfect.
the store, so I'll be out in a minute.
All right, I'm just right outside. I'll see you in a second. Hi, it looks like the bag broke on this side, unfortunately.
okay.
So I think if you hold like this,
Like
it'll
this,
be
I may
okay.
be able
Yeah,
to
I think
get
you'll be
rid of
okay.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
You got it?
I appreciate
Okay,
that. Thank
yes. Okay, well, that bag broke. I don't know if it was because it was heavy or because I was bouncing around too much. I don't think I was bouncing around that much to make it rip. So I think it was just the bag was heavy. Well, this person asked me to leave it in front of their unit. Okay, well anyway, this Grubhub order is annoying because I got to bring it up to them and I need a code, so I can't just leave it for them. Luckily, they did give me a entry code, so at least I won't be waiting there for them to answer. This bike is small enough. I think I should be able to just bring it in. I'm just gonna bike it right inside. But yeah, in terms of who this bike is suited for, if you're not a particularly strong biker, this bike would be good because you don't have to worry about balancing or anything. You just ride it. And then, you know, if you were like older or maybe had a disability or something, this could also be a very useful bike. The tires are a little bit skinny, so I've seen fat tire Trikes, which to me feels probably more stable, but this bike still feels pretty good. I don't notice any instability with it. We're just gonna go right in. Oh yes. Thank you. Could you hit 9, please? Thank you. And while we were in this elevator, we ended up getting a double Chipotle order. Not paying that much, only $5.75 for the 2, but they're all so close to each other. So I'll go ahead and do it, especially since it'll let me ride the bike a little bit more. Okay, let's see here. Just going down this hallway. I'll leave it right out here for you. Yep. That was a total waste of my time there. I only got $2 for that delivery. It was a double order, but I got rid of the far one and just took the close one. But it only paid $2. Oh well. So the bike works out well for going inside apartments. You actually just wheel it right in there. And it's pretty small. Like, even with the wideness of it, it's not that wide. It's actually pretty thin bike actually. Okay, well, now we're off to pick up this double order from Chipotle. Yeah, what else do I have to say about this? I mean, you know, I would say if you're getting a Trike, this is a really pretty cheap bike. I mean, it's only 600 or 700 bucks. So for a Trike, that's actually real cheap. It'll probably be the cheapest Trike on the market. You know, the things to think about, of course, if you're getting this bike is, you know, you just want to think about how you'll service and stuff. It doesn't look like too difficult to service. If you have like some pretty basic bike skills, I think you'll be able to handle it. You want to be aware because not all bike shops will be able to handle this, and you want to make sure if something happens, you can fix it. And it's real adjustable too, because the seat can go up and down, the handlebars can be adjusted, you can fold it up, so it's got a lot of versatility in terms of what you can do with it. And I really like all the cargo space that comes with this bike. But I would say that if you're gonna get a Trike, you're gonna wanna like kind of understand the nuances of a Trike, because they definitely don't handle the same as a regular bike. I don't think it's like hard to handle, especially once you're used to it. Yeah, and the battery, it does say it's UL certified, so that's good to know. But yeah, as a delivery bike, I think you could probably make your money back pretty quick. And so right now I've been out on this bike for about 45 minutes. I've done 5 deliveries. The battery still shows a full bar. I had a full charge when I started, so that's pretty good. I mean, I think the range on this bike is probably pretty good. And you know, it helps too because the bike isn't that fast. It'll probably run through battery a little slower. And yeah, my handling on this bike has definitely gotten better because I've put in a few more miles on it. When I first started riding this bike, it definitely felt like hard to ride to me because I just didn't understand the turning and I just felt like I was gonna tip on the turns. Actually, now that I've like ridden it a lot more, I kind of understand it. You know, you just gotta kind of take the turn a little slow and a little wide. So some mods I'm gonna make on this bike. I'm gonna replace the seat with one of those seats that has a back on it. And then it also came with some handlebar mirrors I didn't install, but I'm gonna put those on too to make it really embrace the Trike aspect of this. Because the way I see it is when you're riding a Trike, you gotta embrace the Trike. Yeah, you know, being able to hop off without having to do a kickstand or anything is very underrated. All right, got both of those. First order is going up this way, just a few blocks. They said bring it up to them though. Ugh. And they definitely did not give me any way to get in, so it's gonna be annoying because I don't have a way to get in. Yeah, so straight away you can see right here with the throttle and kind of fake pedaling, 15.6 miles per hour. It's pretty good. Like in the city, that's fast enough for anyone. Maybe I can follow someone in here, get it delivered up to them.
Do you have a DoorDash?
I have a DoorDash, yep.
You want to set it on the shelf?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, no problem. Saves me time, actually. Okay, next order going to another place. Well, let's see. We've been out here for about, I think, an hour. Got 7 deliveries in the bag, I think. Is that right? Yeah, 1 Uber Eats, 1 Grubhub, 5 DoorDash. Not a lot of money to be shown for it, though. But you know what? A bike like this, I think you can really get your investment back. I mean, 600, 700 bucks. You only have to make a couple $100 a week, and then you've got this bike paid for. And you know, maintenance on this bike should be low. Yeah, and it's a surprisingly smooth ride. Like, I think having those 3 points of contact on the ground helps to smooth things out a little bit. You'd think it'd be real bumpy because you'd be like hitting more surface, but I find it pretty smooth actually. But yeah, now that I've gotten like a little bit of time with this bike, I really actually enjoy it quite a bit with the way it feels. Like, and it's kind of funny because, you know, usually I'm riding no-handed, but with this bike, it doesn't matter about riding no-handed. I actually find myself riding handed with my hands more because I need to kind of keep it steering well. Okay, oh, we just dropped down to 4 bars out of 5. And I don't know how many miles I put on this, but I mean, I've been riding for about an hour. I gotta be a little bit more careful on these little narrow spots. All right, let's see, here we are. Drop this guy off. All right, well, we got that order delivered. And now we're just waiting for some more orders. We really haven't made very much money though today. Looks like we made only about $20 for like 7 deliveries I did. It was a really bad day today. Part of it is probably because I'm taking stupid orders, so I don't know. But I didn't feel like I took any like really long or difficult orders. I mean, I did 7 deliveries in like an hour. We're gonna go hop on the sidewalk here because I don't want to be stuck behind this bus. So, you know, the nice thing about this bike though is I actually feel fine riding on the sidewalk because I feel like I'm kind of riding a little kid's bike. So I feel like you'll get a little less judgment riding this on the sidewalk. But anyway, yeah, so who is this bike well suited for? If you're a delivery person, I can see it being useful. And the main reason for that is because of the cargo space on it. You got the big rear rack, a little front rack that can hold some stuff, so not bad for that. And then someone who's just not a confident rider would do well with this bike as well. There is a slight learning curve with this bike because of the 3 wheels. So if you've only ridden a 2-wheel bike before, you'll want to do a little practice with this bike first, just to make sure you understand how it works. For an older person, this would be good too. Like, I'm gonna give this bike to my mom mainly to use, and you know, she's older, and this can actually be a useful bike for her because she's not the best rider, and so she could use this to like pick up groceries and stuff. And you know, I've picked up some groceries on this before. It's just like real easy. Just a couple bags of groceries can go in the back, no problem. And if you had pets or something like a small dog, you could put them in the back too. So yeah, pretty convenient bike all around. A little bit of practice to get used to the handling on this bike, but once you understand it and get the feel for it, super easy bike to ride. I've got no problem with it now. So anyway, I think that might do it for this video. I haven't gotten any more delivery requests. So that's kind of a look at the Qlife electric trike. You can get on Amazon for about 600, 700 bucks. And it's like a funny bike to ride. Takes a little bit of practice getting used to it, but this is one thing I love about e-bikes is that there's just so many form factors. You can try things out, see what works for you. And this bike seems like it has a lot of use cases for someone that's a kind of a small cargo bike, essentially. Here's a good example where you gotta be careful on the turn here because it's a trike, so. But makes the turn no problem. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this look at the Qlife electric trike and my delivery run with it. I'll try to take this bike out some more and, you know, talk about it some more in future videos. So I think that's going to do it for this video. So until next time, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everyone. And yeah, I really did not make a lot of money today.